option of misrepresenting him. Now, I like to title this video, A Journey Through the Mind of Peter Obi. Now, Peter Obi is a phenomenon that came at a point where a group of people have made it a religion that the Igbos must be hated and must not be president. Therefore, the only tool that they feel they can use to bring down or pull down a prospect from the southeast is to remind the rest of Nigeria about the breaking up of a supposed Nigeria that is sanctimoniously brought together and cannot be divided. We've heard the phrase that the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct. But how can there be sacrosanct when only a few people who have apportioned themselves as the owners of Nigeria and the deputy owners of Nigeria who keeps enjoying, whereas the rest of us, ranging to over 370 ethnic nationalities, live as second class? That is unacceptable. So Peter Obi said recently that he is not against a coalition, but if the coalition is merely to grab power, he will not be part of it. But if the coalition is to reset Nigeria and put Nigeria in its right pedestal, then he will be part of it. So I've seen a couple of videos, particularly from some youths in the north, who are trying to misrepresent that quotation to say, well, it appears Peter Obi is not ready to win the next election if he's not ready to be a coalition. Now, what has get me so worried is that at what point is our self-consciousness defined or refined to accept anomalies? And here is somebody who said that he is not desperate to be the president of Nigeria, but he's desperate to see Nigeria work. It's as if every single comment he makes, there are standby people who are bent on misrepresenting, because he is the man that must be brought down. I have seen, I know the game here. Now, for those northern youths who are thinking that once you knock Peter Obi out, it is an opportunity for the north to not be in power, let me talk to you. The north have held on to power for quite some time. So I ask, how much have you benefited from northern presidency? Most states in the north still boast as having the poorest cities, the poorest individuals, and to say the least, poorest region. Everything that is inimical to the existence of the mind and soul, you can get it from the north. I watched a video where a young lady from the north said, when the rest of the south are exporting palm oil, education and assets to everywhere in the country, what is the north export? I know you're going to say onions, tomatoes and cows, but one of the cheap assets that the north exports to every state are beggars. When you go to Imo State, the beggars are northerners. You go to Lagos, the beggars are northerners. You go everywhere you see beggars, they are mostly northerners. Isn't that supposed to be ashamed? Now, I have asked in my previous videos, is there a meeting where people sat down and said, hey, we're going to be Nigeria, we're going to be Nigerians, and Nigeria will not be separated, but the Igbos must not be president? Was there an accord reached that I'm not aware of? So that I stop bothering myself. Do I like the Igbos? It's not about liking or hating the Igbos. Do I like the Yorubas? It's not about liking the Yorubas or hating the Yorubas, or neither any tribe as well, for that matter. But it's about searching for what will make Nigeria work. Trust me, if another Fulani man comes and there is sincerity that this man is going to work, make Nigeria work, I will vote him. If another Yoruba man comes and I'm certain is going to make Nigeria work, I will vote for him. But Tinubu will not make Nigeria work. He can't make Nigeria work. Now, there's a young man that made a post, a comment on one of my threads, and like, we should give Tinubu the time. He just came in, and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm using words that are not befitting to describe a sitting president. He is now the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Hence, I should accord him the respect. Now, the context of the comment suggests that the end justified the means. Now, when I prorate that comment with what the president said before the election, he said, elections are not served a la carte. You have to grab it, you have to snatch it, and you have to run away with it. Such a mindset is not a legacy we can pass down to our youth. So when I see people asking me to accept, hey, the elections are over, it's time to accept him. After all, he has been sworn in as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It means we are saying that, well,